Hello, my name is Joseph Elisay, and today I'd like to speak to you about Bob Marley and the reason why I believe he's such an important artist. The three reasons I want to speak to you about today, three topics I want to speak to you about today is his life, his impact on reggae music, and his legacy as an artist. Through my research that I've compiled and through all the readings that I've read, I believe that I'll be able to persuade you and inform you more about why I believe he's such an important artist. For my first topic, I'd like to speak to you about his life. Bob Marley was born in 1945 in a small village in Jamaica. It was called a trench town. It was basically a government tent area where people who were displaced lived. While growing up there, he grew up around a lot of violence and a lot of criminal activity and things like that. And he saw all the frustration that his people went through. Through viewing all that and through seeing all the music that his people were known for making, like calypso and mento, he was inspired to make his own band with the son of one of his mother's boyfriends, called the Wailers. Through that, he began spreading his message around and using that as a platform. So he also had a huge impact on Jamaica, and he made the Rastafarian religion more mainstream and known. He himself was a part of the Rastafarian religion from as early as 1967. He joined during the 70s, as told in his biography by Timothy White titled Catch Fire. The second thing I want to speak to you about is his impact on reggae music. Bob Marley's music wasn't just something to entertain people. His music had a voice. His music gave his country a voice. His music had a message. His music spoke for those who had no voice. Reggae at that time wasn't really known. He made more of a mix between regular Western R&B and calypso and mento, and he made his own flow. He was one of the few people who I believe created reggae music. The reason that he became an idol because of not only his music but because of his morals and personality. A piece from an article by the New York Times can better explain his impact. It is not that he changed the landscape, the ghetto where he grew up. It is still scarred by violence, but he turned the despised dialect of that place into songs that transformed the way people saw themselves. Alright. The last thing I want to speak to you about is his legacy. Throughout his music career, Bob Marley became known almost all over the world. Not only in the US, but also in Europe and other countries like that. Due to his popularity, Bob Marley won many awards and honors from a star on the Walk of Fame, Grammys for lifetime achievements, and being inducted into the Rolling Stone Hall of Fame, to being awarded the Peace Medal of Third World from the United Nations and the Jamaican Order of Merit from his home country. As an article from the Rolling Stone said, the beauty of Bob Marley's music is that while it holds a special significance for the sufferers of this world, it speaks to any listener with an open heart. You don't have to understand the socio-political background or the Rasta subculture or even Marley's trench town patois to get it. The rhythms are as close as your heartbeat. The voice speaks a language the spirit understands, and yes, when it hits you, you feel no pain. Now that I've spoken to you about the three reasons why I believe he's such an important artist, I hope that you take all this information yourself and do a little bit more research and finally come to agree with me. Thank you for listening.